Okay na.
And lords and ladies, the faithful and celebrants, we will be beginning the entertainment and dinner in less than 2 minutes time. 2 minutes until the king and queen will be taking the stand and the blessing of the food. Make sure to take some time now before things get uproaring and rigorous. Head on over into our adjacent room to take a look at those wonderful auction items that have been donated to the fantastic cause. We will also be having our 50-50 raffle this evening and taking all forms of donations for the great work here for this event. If you are looking to apply for the auction items, all of it is done by your cellular devices nowadays, and you can find out all about that over at your program which you have been given. The auction is now live, and we are gaining and selling tickets for the 50-50 raffle. For those guests who are here looking for the 50-50 raffle, the gentleman wearing the black and yellow scarf wandering about has the 50-50 raffle tickets. 50-50 raffle with the Rams. Right over there is the gentleman in charge. The gentleman wearing the Rams scarf is a 50-50 raffle taker. And my lords and ladies, lads and lasses, the faithful, the celebrant, those who are here tonight, how's everybody doing tonight? Huzzah, one and all, and welcome to the St. Thomas Aquinas Magical Banquet. My name is William Slaywood, and I am your host and master of ceremonies for this evening's entertainment. And what an evening of dining, magic, mystery, and more, all for fantastic cause. We are putting together and raising money for the St. Thomas Aquinas building, and we have been doing this for many years. And each year we become closer and closer to that fantastic goal of being able to have a place of worship for future generations here in the City of Lights and Coins. But I've done enough talking here myself, for I believe it is now time for us to introduce to you this year's King and Queen. And so now, my lords and ladies, can I get a huzzah for Lord John and Lady Anne. And now Lord John and Lady Van have some words to share with us here peasants. The stage is yours.
Your Excellency, Reverend Fathers, deacons, and honored guests. It's a great blessing for us to be able to get together today on the feast of St. Thomas Aquinas, the patron of students and universities. The University of Nevada, Las Vegas has a special place in our heart. This is where the first time I went to college was here. I took some classes here, actually, when I was still at Bishop Gorman. Van and I met here when we were pursuing our degrees. And of course, I completed my MBA here at UNLV. College is extremely important. It is often one of the most seminal experiences in the life of boys and girls as they become men and women. Universities have traditionally been the pinnacle of one's entrance into the civilization as an educated person, but it's also provided some of the foundational knowledge that people need in order to pursue their careers. Yet how can one understand the wonders of science without understanding the one who created science? How superficial is the study of history if one doesn't have knowledge of the true author of history? What is discovery of mathematical or philosophical truths without contemplation of the one who is truth and who has bestowed on us an intellect ordered toward seeking truth and knowing truth? How can one discover what leads to a meaningful life without knowing him who created life and makes it meaningful? As cadets at West Point, we were blessed with a complete contingent of chaplains and 4 different chapels on post. Now we have 5. We as Catholics worshiped at Holy Trinity Chapel, where Mass was available every morning and Sunday Masses were full. Of course, back then it was pretty hard to get a weekend pass, but still very important. When it comes to my role there, I was very glad that I was able to help promote Catholicism at West Point by founding West Point's Knights of Columbus Council, so that people would have an added opportunity to live out their our Catholic faith. Shortly after that, the following year, I started my graduate school here at UNLV. That's when I met Van, my soulmate, the love of my life. That first semester, I also remember the solemnity of All Saints' Day. The reason why I remember it is because it hadn't occurred to me until then that I sometimes had to figure out how I would be able to go to Mass on a holy day of obligation. It was always just naturally available. And on that busy day, I remember not knowing how to find a Mass schedule or where the church would be to say Mass, let alone an office of chaplaincy or something like that. Fortunately, since those days, things have changed a lot. We have so much more here now, but we still have more to do. And that's the reason why we're all gathered here today. We certainly appreciate your continued prayers and financial support to help us to make our Catholic faith here at UNLV, something that is easily accessible and an integral part of the lives of the students and faculty and other people here. So with that in mind, go Catholic rebels.
Let us get a huzzah for Lord John and Lady Nan. Hip, hip, huzzah! Hip, hip, huzzah! Hip, hip, huzzah! And now, members here, it is my delight and pleasure for the blessing of the food, Father Daniel!
Oh, here. Loaded. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Almighty and gracious God, we truly give you thanks for the blessings in our lives, for our health, for friends, for our family, and the support that they all give us. Lord, we give you thanks for the beautiful day. You really outdid yourself, Lord. And Lord, we ask you to bless the food that we eat today, provided for us and prepared for us with great love and preparation by Philippe and Lulu, who have cooked for this feast for several years. As you bless it, Lord, help us to truly savor not only the flavor, the moments that we are here with one another, doing good work for you, in building your kingdom here on campus. We ask this in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Huzzah! So that there's not a mad dash to the food, we'll start with the inner tables first. So this first table, the king and queen, of course, going to that side, and this table going to that side. And then as you see that they're coming back, the next table can go. All right, that's all.
And now, my lords and ladies, it is not a proper magical banquet without fine entertainment, and we have searched all around the world for performers to which there is no compare. And so now it is my delight and pleasure to introduce to you, performing for the beginning of your banquet experience, the Royal Brass! And let's make some noise for the Royal Brass! Entertaining our sound holes, that is the Royal Brass. We will be continuing more entertainment right here with strolling singing by the Magical Singers in just a few minutes' time. But make sure that while we are here, this is also a silent auction, my lords and ladies. And so the only way to go forward and bid on these donated items to be able to make sure that we have a proper place of worship here at UNLV is to go in to your booklet that you were originally given, and it has the way to go forward and apply for that silent auction there. We also have our 50-50 raffle going through, and in a few minutes' time, we will be having our first live auction. A magic performance by Father Daniel himself. A live auction to be able to have magic performed for you live. Our next performers will be taking the strolling in just a few moments' time, and more magic to ensure shortly after. And now strolling with your dinner as well, the Magical Singers from Phoenix. Raising of the Phoenix, yes, bringing back again and again. Returning life here to the St. Thomas Aquinas Magical Banquet. It is the Phoenix Magical Singers! One more. Plus, why not? Oh, thank you. Another business or whatever it was? Perfect. That works. I'm one. my lords and ladies, let us all give a huzzah to the Phoenix Magical Singers! And we will be beginning more entertainment in just a few moments' time. And while you are eating, do not forget we have many wonderful items that have still yet to be bid on here as part of the silent auction. A thing of particular interest to myself is there is archery for 5 people for 150 as the starting bid. 5 people being able to learn how to do archery together. So bring you and your apocalyptic buddies along with you to know how to survive in the end of days. We have significantly more things up for grabs as well as stay in Mesquite, Nevada, Boulder City, and the UNLV athletic package. So please go forward and know that all of your donations are going to a fantastic cause. But now, my lords and ladies, misfits and miscreants, I believe it is now time for a little bit of magical entertainment. What do you all say? Give me a yeah! All together, give me an oh yeah! Well, our next entertainer has entertained audiences all around the world, mystifying us mere mortals with his feats of prestidigitation and the legerdemain. So please help me welcome to the stage the Jubilee Zah!
Welcome, ladies, lords, and ladies, please, I got a round of applause for Mr. William Bradshaw. Yellow Bradshaw, fantastic, and maybe have a more noise for what singers as well. Oh my goodness, wonderful, wonderful things. Welcome, my lords and my ladies, my counts and my viscounts, my no accounts, and the rest of you. It's a pleasure to have you all here tonight. I would now like to start with the feat that I have learned from a street performer on the streets of Bangladesh, which sounds like a lie, but is 100% true. But I should warn you that I am 100% a liar. I'm going to lie to you often, but I'm going to do it in the most honest of ways. Prepare, my friends, for the death-defying act of sword swallowing. By the way, that's part of it. You have to do that. I don't want to. I have to. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Lords and ladies, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Absolute pleasure. I gave you honest liar, my friends. Honest liar, my friends. Now let us do something. Now I have to warn you, I am a bit of a loquacious individual. I find myself to be quite verbose and love to flex my vernacular, meaning that I like to talk a lot. And so I once got challenged, and I've been challenged again tonight, to do an act that has as few words as possible. And with that, my friends, I'm going to now perform in something that is almost near silent. It is a simple rope routine. Ladies and gentlemen, would you care for a simple rope routine? Huzzah, I say. Huzzah, huzzah. A simple tie here. Ha! And a simple tie here. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a simple rope routine. Now, rope. Knife. Rope. Knife. Rope. Rope. not rope, not here, not there, not here, not there, not here, not there, not here, not there. Ropes. Not rope, 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 rope. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, lords and ladies, my accounts, my low accounts, my Viscounts, and of course the rest of you. That was a simple rope routine. I would now like to do something that involves a lot more of you. Do you mind? Now I've noticed that there are a lot of things in life that end up dividing us. And I don't like division. I want to bring us together. I want to unify us as only great unifiers can. And I'm going to do that tonight with the idea of shared knowledge and shared experience. My friends, I'm going to give you a first name. A name of some random lord or some random lady that you may know. And with that in mind, I want you to say out the last name. I give you the first, you give me the last. Are we prepared? Are we prepared? Excellent, my lords and ladies. I give to you Keanu Reeves. That is correct. Scarlett Johansson, beautiful. Taylor Swift, of course. Lady. Yes, the lady of the Gaga. Billy Idol Joe Eilish. I will accept all of these, my friends. By the way, those of you over 30 that said Eilish, proud of you. You are keeping up. Those of you under 30 who said Idol and Joel, proud of you too. Samuel Jackson, excellent. I got the L. Thank you very much for the L. I appreciate that. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, well done, my friends. Justin Bieber and Timberlake, I got you. I'll give you a Bieber Lake, you know what I mean? Ariana Grande, Adele. Good job, good job, good job. That was the curveball there, my friends. Oh, what about Katie? Perry, Ryan, Gosling, Reynolds, Seacrest. Yes, I'll accept all of them. Although there is something about Ryan Reynolds that doesn't make me feel quite. I don't think I need to get into that. Never mind. I give you Johnny, Zach, me. It's about me. My point, my friends, is that this is all shared information. This is all shared experience. This is something that unifies us whether we want it to or not. But, my friends, I am going to need a single individual, one volunteer, someone who is willing to stand up and make a quick and swift decision. It could be anyone here who happens to be wearing a floral wreath upon their head. It could be anyone here who happens to be wearing a white dress with purple flowers and a wreath upon her hair. It could be anyone here who is sitting in that chair right here. It could be anyone here. Oh, you were there. I did not even see you. You want to join me on stage? Excellent. What is your name, my dear? Right this way, love. Right this way, love. A round of applause for this young lady, please. You're doing fantastic. Now here, my dear, is all you need to do. I'm going to give you all of those names. All of those names. All I want you to do is put half in one hand and half in the other. But before we do, my dear, I have a picture that I need you to keep safe. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to place it on the ground, and I want you to put your feet on top of it and make sure that no one gets anywhere near it. Step on that. Now that is a picture of a celebrity's face. There's one single celebrity, and I have 52 celebrities right here. All I'm asking you to do here, put cards and half on one side and half on the other. And I want you to use your intuition, the ability to think without thinking, the ability to feel without knowing. And I want you, my dear, to make a decision. I'm going to count to three. I will say 1, 2, 3. And when I hit 3, you're going to take half of those cards and you're going to just throw them into the air. Sounds fun, right? We get to make a mess and it's okay. All right. There you are, my dear. 1, 2, 3, go! Oh, beautiful. Who didn't make the cut? Oh, Ryan Reynolds is out. Samuel L. Jackson is out. I'm out. You got rid of me? Fair enough. Now, take those cards, put half in the other hand. There we are, my dear. We're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, toss! Nailed it. Now that only leaves us with a few of our celebrities left. All I want you to do, love, is point to a single celebrity name. Now that one right there, do you want to change your mind? Take a deep breath. Think about it for a moment. Imagine the celebrity that is currently at your feet. Do you wish to change your mind or keep that one there? Keep that one there. There we are, my dear. Now, are you ready or left-handed? It doesn't really. I'll just sign that one to you. All right, so the name that we have gotten is Leo DiCaprio. Wonderful job. None of those matter anymore. A round of applause for this young lady who gives us the name Leonardo DiCaprio. A round of applause. And if you want to hit that, perfect. Huzzah, huzzah. You, my dear, have noted down from all of those random celebrities to a single celebrity, Mr. Leonardo DiCaprio. And ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a single picture of a single celebrity. I present to you, my lords and ladies, a portrait of Leonardo DiCaprio. At 6 months old, Leonardo DiCaprio. Now I must warn you, children, please, you might want to look away. For Leonardo DiCaprio is 100% naked. I apologize, my friends, for the vanity that I show upon the stage. Now I shall also warn you, and I know some of you are thinking, well, that could have been any one of those celebrities at 6 months, because you forgot about Samuel L. Jackson, and that's okay. Now, though this picture could have been most of those individuals that are there, this one on this side, on the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, Leonardo DiCaprio. Another round of applause for this young lady who caught us there. Now, my friends, my lords, my ladies, I present to you a piece of magic that is strictly for you and by you. To you, my friends, and I are going to work together to create a wondrous moment. Now, with that in mind, I'm going to be asking all of you to participate, as many as I possibly can. Are you willing to be a part of this piece? Yes? Excellent. Consent is important, so I want to get it right. Now, my friends, does anyone here have a deck of cards upon them? No, so I'm glad I brought one of my own. That works out well. Now, first, I bring out a deck of cards here, my friends. I lay it on my table. I'm going to ask you, love, you right here. You get to choose. Do I leave those cards in whatever random order I place them away, or do I shuffle them now? She says shuffle, and I said shuffle, thus making my job even harder, but that's okay. There we are, my friends. I present to you a shuffled deck. Now you, sir, that is right here. You get to choose. Do I leave them shuffled about, or do I shuffle again? Shuffle again, he says. And I shuffle again. Now you, sir, that is here. Do I cut the cards or do I leave them as so? Cut them, he says. You guys are making this a lot harder for me, but that's okay. Because luckily, it is not I that does most of the work. It is you. For instance, you, my dear, that is right here. I want you to pick any number you want between 1 and 10 and say it out loud. 8, she says. Oh, I love the number 8. Did you know that there are 8 letters in the phrase, I love you? Oh. And if you take the number 8 and you put it on its side, it's an infinity symbol, meaning I love you forever. But I did say that I wanted to have as many choices as possible. And with that, my dear, I want you to pick any number you want between the number 1 and 8. Between 1 and 8, my dear. Between 1 and 8. 7, we're just going to go down the line, that's fine. If I go to the next person and they say 6, we've gone too far. You know what I mean? How about this? We'll stop on that. What was the number that you chose, love? 7, she says. I shall then place 7 cards upon the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, you, sir, my dear. I have 7 cards upon my table, a number picked from the audience. I want you, sir, to pick out any 4 cards that you want. You can, if you choose, simply point to this side, and I will then know that this card belongs to those 4. If you point to that side, I will know that this card then belongs to those 4. Or, my friend, you could simply rise from your seat, walk all the way over here, and point to any 4 cards you want. Your choice. That side, he says, I'm not getting up. Good call, good call. Oh my gosh! And you're sitting at table 8. Infinity. Okay. I'm so sorry, sir. You said this side. Is that correct, my lord? Yes, sir. That means these cards here, we no longer need. They are gone. That leaves me with only 4 cards. My dear, that is right here in the front. You have just taken a bite. I am so sorry. That is 100% my fault. I'm going to name out these cards for you, dear. I will call this one number 1, number 2, number 3, and Steve. I need you to point out any 2 of those cards. Just say them out loud. 2 and 1, she says. 2 and 1 are gone. My friend, yes, you love that is right here. I am left with 2 cards. I am left with 3 and Steve. I need you to pick 1. 3, she says, meaning that we do not like Steve. So sorry, Steve. That leaves a single card, my friends, upon the table. I shall not touch it, Dustin. You, sir, that is here. Cards can either be a red card or they can be a black card. You get to choose, my friend, red or black. Red, he says. That leaves a heart and a diamond, my friend. You, sir, that is right here. You get to choose then a heart or a diamond. A heart, he says. We're just filled with love. I love that. It makes me so happy. All right. Now you, my dear. You get to choose. He has chosen a heart. Do we finish the entire trick on a heart, or do we get rid of the heart altogether? Get rid of it or finish? Finish on the heart, which means I start then on the diamond, I finish on the heart. Is that correct? I start on the diamond, she says. We picked a single number, which was what, my dear? 7, she says. I placed 7 cards on the table. You help me get rid of all of them. She said 7. She said start on diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, the only card that is on the table, the 7 of diamonds. You don't have to huzzah, but if you were to, now would be the time. Oh, thank you. Now, my lords and my ladies, we know that this trick cannot be over. So I have to end on the heart, as we both have stated. With that in mind, my friend, do I go for the club or the spade? Your choice. The club, he says. With that in mind, my dear, do me a favor, put your hand out like so. Thusly perfect. I place all of the cards upon your hand. Place your other hand upon the deck of cards. All I wish for you to do is think of the 7 of clubs. Take all of those cards, the entire deck, and I want you to flip it like so. Were you thinking thusly of the 7 of clubs? She says, yes. I hand back the cards. Thank you, my dear. There we are. Okay. Perfect. Oh, you're perfect, my dear. You're perfect. It was like a pretty woman moment. I was very excited. You were thinking only of one card. What was the card you were thinking of, my dear? The 7 of clubs. All of the cards in my hand face a single direction as they did in the beginning, with the exception of one card. A single card, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, lords and ladies, the 7 of clubs! Now we know that we cannot be done, my friends, and I'm so glad you volunteered yourself. Welcome, my dear. Welcome. She literally ran to me, by the way. That is fine, my dear. You, sir, that is here. I have the spade that I must find before we end this entire trick, and yes, unfortunately, the entire act. With that in mind, the spade, the 7 of spades, my friend, I need you to find. The question is, do you find it, or do I find it? Fair enough. Okay, all right. With that in mind, my friend, sir, the young lady that is right here. Hello, darling. All I need you to do is yell out, stop, whenever you want. Are you ready? Yell it out when? Right there. She said, stop on this single card. Do you wish to change your mind? No. Now, we were looking for the 7 of spades, my friend. She stops me on a single card. Ladies and gentlemen, the 7 of spades. Now, my lords and ladies, gentlemen and genteel alike, I have but one card left. 1 7 of hearts. My friends, this will conclude, unfortunately for me, not only this trip, but my act. Now I ask of you, do you wish for me to go out the easy way with something that is slightly exciting and fast, or do I do it the hard way where I might make a mistake and you get to laugh at me thusly? You get to choose, my dear, hard way or easy way? Hard way, of course, yes. Why did I even ask? I should have known. All right, here we are, my friends. The hard way with the 7 of hearts. I give you a 7-part cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The hard way, my friends. The only card on the top. Ladies and gentlemen, the 7 of hearts. And my friends, as a kicker to the very first young lady that I promised to, you yelled out 8, and I give to you my 8 of hearts as well. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zach Perry. It's been an absolute pleasure to be able to perform to you tonight. Thank you, and good night.
And ladies, lads and lasses, keep it going for the prestidigitation of the Sugar Zachary! It looks like we got a funny guy here on stage as well. Ladies and gentlemen, our court jester!
Thank you, especially my lord, my lady, king and queen. Tonight we have for you not just sleight of hand, but sleight of wit. And may I test you and entertain you, my king, with some riddles. A riddle. What do you call it when Father Daniel gets up on the altar and starts eating a banana? Mass appeal. Ah. My lord, my lady, what do you call it when Father Daniel gets up on the altar and forgets what to do? Mass confusion. Oh, I worked in junior high youth ministry forever. This is the joke, people. All right. My lord and my lady, what do you call it when Father Daniel gets up on the altar and can't stop laughing? Mass hysteria. That's what we have. Father Daniel, he's probably not even here listening to this, but I have to pick him out anyway. All right, since we are here within the church and the church realm, a couple of little things. Another riddle. What kind of car did the apostles ride in? Well, it was a Honda, because they said all the apostles were in one accord. Oh, okay. All right. Another one. How many people were in the tomb with Lazarus? How many other people were in the tomb with Lazarus? At least 3 others, because Jesus said, Lazarus, come forth. All right. Enough of the riddles. How about a story with a moral? You want a story with a moral? Speaking of the Middle Ages and medieval, there was a town, there was a little hamlet, and above the hamlet in the mountains was a monastery. We'll call them Dominicans. All right. So a monastery Dominicans lived on the mountaintop, and they were hurting for money, for funds to keep the monastery going. So they had a meeting of all the monks, and they decided that we need to figure out what can we do to raise money. And so they're throwing out all these ideas and all these things about they could do to raise money for the monastery. And the oldest monk in the monastery was very quiet, and they said, well, good Father, you're the senior one of us all. What should we do to raise money? And he'd been looking out the window the whole time. And out the window was a huge garden of flowers that the monks grew. A large garden of flowers. And he says, what we need to do, since we grow flowers so well, we need to pick the flowers and take them to the town down below and sell them to raise money. They thought, wonderful, good insight, good Father. So they were getting less already, and they said, wait a minute, who's going to go down to the town and sell them? They said, we'll send all the younger, newer monks down there because they can do the trek up and down the mountain. So they gathered the flowers, and the first day they went down with all their flowers, the young monks, to the town to start selling them. Now, because they were young monks, they were quite handsome to the young ladies of the town. And so the ladies started seeing these young, handsome monks, and they started gathering around to buy all the flowers and all the flowers. And they made a great sale. They went back up again, and then again they came down. And more and more of the women of the town were hanging around almost all day long with these monks as they bought flowers, just taking their time and disregarding all their other things they needed to do. And after a while, just getting worse and worse. And the young ladies would just hang around the young monks with the flowers all day long, disregarding all the housework and the attention they needed to their husbands. And then the men of the town got angry, because all day long the women of the town were hanging around these monks from the monastery above. So the men of the town now had their meeting. And they gathered together and they said, what can we do? We need to stop this, where our dinners aren't being made, our houses aren't being cleaned. We need to stop this. And then one gentleman said, I know. Hugh. Hugh was the biggest man in the town, over 6'8", all muscle, very mean looking. They said, what we need to do is stand Hugh at the road to the monastery and scare him away. So they did. The next day, he was standing at the door, the road to the monastery, and the young monks come down. He growled at them, and the monks turned around and went away and never was seen again in the town. Good Lord, you know what the moral of that story is? Only Hugh could prevent forest fires. Oh! All right. One more. I see. When you're working in the junior high and Catholic youth ministry, this is all you can tell. It's not going to be on the script, you know. One more. And our good bishop is not with us at this moment. This is for him. But Father Daniel is back. All right, he missed all that. So, we're talking about another church, and this priest, let's call him Father Daniel, had a problem with sparrows in the belfry. And there was all these sparrows, and they kept gathering around, making noise, making a mess, disrupting mass, and all the other liturgical services. And he kept trying to get rid of them. He hired exterminators, they wouldn't go away. Tried to find cats, they wouldn't go away. And all year long, the sparrows were just making noise, making a mess, and Father Daniel could not get rid of them. He was doing his best, everything, humanely, of course, to try to get rid of these sparrows. So he was just desperate. So he went to the bishop and said, Bishop, I have this issue. I have all these sparrows in the belfry causing noise and sound and messes. And the bishop goes, I will come out the next day and I will take care of it. So the bishop came out the next day. Father Daniel was standing outside. The bishop goes in, and a few moments later, all the sparrows just flew off and never was seen again. He came back out, and Father Daniel goes, well, what did you do? He goes, I confirmed them. We're never seen them at church again. You know what? Sometimes drones are just as good as laughs. All right, I'm going to hand it back over. All right, these are the jokes, people. Wait, Father Daniel has something to say.
All right. Thank you, Justice Chuckle. So, one of the times we look forward to is dessert time, and we have a special dessert. I don't know if everybody got to see it, but it's unicorn. We're serving fresh unicorn for dessert. And so I ask that those who are serving the dessert can present the unicorn horn. Whoever's there, you two, grab the unicorn horn and present it to the Queen. Now, for those of you who don't know, in medieval times, a unicorn was a representation of Christ because of his purity. So, voila. Oh, presented, very good. Wow. Praise God. Praise God. All right. So while they're cutting the unicorn cake,
I think we should do a live auction.
live auction.
While we're getting the cake
Are
prepared
you
to
up
be
for
cutting.
a live auction?
A live auction. And also, one of the things that we haven't spoken very much about thus far is that all of the donations that are made, the straight donations that you make inside of the envelopes, I was just informed we have an anonymous donor who is going to be matching all donations that are made here. So
Double your money.
yeah, so for every $10, the church gets 20. For every $20, they get 40. For every $100 that you put into the envelope, it's $200 to this fantastic cause as well, which is incredibly generous. Yes, my lords and ladies? Yeah.
Yes, wow.
So,
And not to minimize, but
yeah.
every $1,000 becomes $2,000.
Every $1,000 becomes 2,000. 2 times 0, yeah, that becomes a very esoteric question. So, yeah, not what we're looking for.
Now, one of the things we're auctioning off, you saw that Father Daniel is presenting a magic dinner for 6. I'm going to, how do I do this? Auction myself off. It's going to be a live auction. So this will not interfere with whoever wins the other, but now is the time to really, be willing to pay some bucks, for magic and a good meal.
And the entertainment, this is for 6 people, so yourself and 5 people can come together.
No. 6 people plus me.
6 people plus you, yes, 6 people plus you as well. You got to make sure that I understand the things as well. And this is a private magic performance that you are doing for them. What do you normally charge for a performance such as this?
This values at $500.
$500 for a live performance by Father Daniel himself. And so, if you wish to have a moment where he comes in and does amazing magic for you, now is the time to do this. And I believe we will be beginning a live auction right at this moment.
So I'm here bid for at least $200. Raise your hand.
$200 right here, and the gentleman right in the second row. We're looking at $220. $220. Well, back in that corner, we got back to this. We're looking for 240 for the Father Daniel to be able to perform. Was that 240 right there? Was that yes? Yeah, was that yes or no? I can't tell. You have to be careful raising your hands now at this point. Yeah, if you just suddenly start raising your hands, you're good.
260. Go here, 260.
Yes, we're looking.
We got a 260 over there. All right.
All right.
2 on here, 280. Come on, we can get to
280. We have ourselves 280 for the gentleman who started this off. Thank you very kindly. We're looking for $300 to have Father Daniel himself perform magic before your very eyes. It's a great show. I've seen it before. We have ourselves 300 over at the table for now. 320. We're looking for 320 here. 500. We have $500 right now. We are currently sitting at $500 to have Father Daniel himself come forward and perform feats of prestidigitation and legerdemain for your delight and pleasure. 520. 520. We're looking for 520 for this. Going 1. Here we are, 520. An amazing opportunity to see magic by the Father himself. 520 going twice. All right, we have it for 500 for the gentleman. Thank you kindly for your donation and we will be continuing on with the you and the Father will get that taken care of there.
So I called forth
the guards. Send the guards
For the cake?
No, send the guards to get the guy who
Oh, yes, send the guards to get the money.
I know where he lives. No, I called forth my classmates, Father Dominic DeLay and Father John Paul Forte. Again, in a minute. Oh, we don't have a knife for the cake. Where is getting my? So, my class was very fortunate in that we had lots of time. We had musicians, people who played piano, recorder, and then we had singers such as John Paul and Dominic, and myself being the prestidigitator, the magician. So I invited them to be a part of this medieval feast, be part of this medieval feast so they can, one, experience it, but also so that you would have the pleasure of listening to these Dominicans sing. So I ask you to put your hands together for a round of applause for Father Dominic and Father John Paul in their presentation of Black and White.
Siyahamba kukayanto, siyahamba kukayanto, siyahamba kukayanto, siyahamba kukayanto, Siyahamba kukayantos, Siyahamba kukayantos. We are marching in the light of God. 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 We are marching. We are marching on. We are marching in the light of God. We are marching. We are marching on. We are marching in the light of God. 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 We are marching. We are marching. We are marching in the light of God. We are marching, we are marching, we are marching in the light of God. 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 We are marching. We are marching, we are marching in the light of God. We are marching, we are marching, we are marching in the light of God. 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 We are marching. We are marching. We are marching in the light of God. We are marching. We are marching. We are marching in the light of God. In our world today, as diverse as we are, so oftentimes you can be separated by the silliest things. And that's the gift of faith. By virtue of our baptism, we are children of the light. And when you and I allow that light to become a part of ourselves, and march in that light, we find answers to our questions. And so as we move through this little vignette of pieces, let's hold the light of our baptism in our minds and in our hearts. The light of the church, the light of the church, the light of the church, will preach of truth, the rose of patience, ivory of chastity, breathes the sea, water of wisdom. will lead us to the blessed one. The light of the church, the light of the church, the light of the church, the preacher true, the rose of patience, ivory of chastity, freely dispensing water of wisdom. Oh, lead us to the blessed one. The light of the church, the light of the church, the light of the church, will maintain the light. I am a poor, wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. There's no sin, this world of danger. In that bright land, to which I go, I'm going there to meet my Father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm just a ghost when overjoyed comes. Just a ghost when overjoyed. I should be free of all my trials. My body will rest in the old churchyard. I'll drop the cross of self-denial and enter through my great reward. I'm going there to meet my mother. She said she knew me when I come. I know dark clouds will gather around me. I know my way is rough and steep, but precious fields lie right before me, where God's redeemed learn eternal peace. I'm going there to meet my brother. Their sad me when I come. I'm just one just Walking the heart of God, let me be like you in all my ways. Give me your strength, teach me your song, shelter me in the shadow of your wings. For we are your righteousness. If we die to ourselves and live through your death, then we shall be born again to be blessed in your love. Create in me a clean heart, God. Let me be like you in all my ways. Give me your strength, teach me your song, shelter me in the shadow of your wings. For we are yours, righteousness. If we die to ourselves and live through your death, then we shall be born again to be blessed in your love. We're going to end with a very special song to all of us as a church under the mantle of our Blessed Lady, the Salve, but we're going to do it in the old Gregorian style. We sing this at every funeral. All the Dominicans blessed it are black and white. And so if the other friars, anybody else that knows this, please join us as we end this set. Our Lady, pray for us. Holy Father Dominic, pray for us. St. Thomas Aquinas, pray for us. Thank you very much.
My lords and ladies, keep it going for the choirs who sing. The Dominican brothers, the choirs who sing. Well, my lords and ladies, a important time has come. We have our team going out and serving cake to you. So if you are patient with us, we will be able to get the cake directly to you as well. We are working our way through. But Father, I believe it is now time for the results of the 50-50 auction. So we shall go ahead and I don't know if
Last call for anybody who didn't get a ticket for the 50-50 and would like in now. Now's your chance. Come up and get your last chance 50-50 ticket now. Anybody? Any takers? Over here? There's some right over there. Okay, let's go that way. All right. So, why did the jester throw the hourglass out the window?
I don't know. Why did the jester throw the hourglass out the window?
To see time fly.
Hey!
So the knight goes to the princess and says, I see you have a dragon there. Does your dragon bite? And she says, no, my dragon doesn't bite. And so he goes to pet the dragon, but the dragon tried to bite him. He said, I thought your dragon doesn't bite. And she said, that's not my dragon.
Hey!
Speaking of dragon, I had surgery earlier today.
Exactly. And also, as a final note, the silent auctions will be ending in less than 30 minutes time as well. So if there's an item that you have been eyeballing and waiting to see how high the bid goes, now is your time to in fact bid on these items. Well, they will be going quickly. And also, do not forget that at each of your tables, there are those envelopes where we are able to take donations as well.
Yes, please don't forget the envelopes in the center of your tables with pens so that you can fill that out fill it with a check, fill it with cash. All of that will be matched, and so therefore you're doubling the money of your donation. Sister Cannon is now leading the tent. Bye, Sister Cannon. So, I also want to just thank you all for coming. This is wonderful. It's been a wonderful event. And again, we have the surprise. Are we ready, Rainy?
He's still doing a couple more. Now, we've been doing this for quite some time, Father.
This is our 9th year.
9 years doing this, and we are getting so close to our goal. You can practically smell it as well.
Yeah, I can smell dirt being moved and parking lot being destroyed and gas lines being nicked. No, anyway.
I hope not.
I hope not.
That would end in tears. Sweet tears. And also, as an additional moment, the only way that we can do wonderful events like this is because of the community that you have gone forward and built together. So thank you to each and every one of you for joining us this evening for this dinner of entertainment, magic, mysteries, and more, because otherwise we're doing this in an empty tent, and that gets real weird real fast. So thank you to each and every one of you for joining us here tonight.
And can I hear a large huzzah for our King John and Queen band today? Give me a huzzah. There you go. Very good. Wonderful. On tour, yes. So, okay, Rainy, you're on. What? What do you mean 2 minutes? Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, very well tried. So, anybody not get cake, unicorn cake yet? Oh, some are. Okay.
So then I would at this point, suggest, at this point, you guys are one of the last tables. Might as well just head on over yourselves as well. We'll be getting to you as well. But if you want to just come on over and queue up for the cake as well, I'm giving you the Master of Ceremonies thumb of approval to go forward and queue up for cake. Let them eat cake. So come on over and join us.
I now present to you Carlos, who is one of our peer ministers, kind of making the student pitch as to why are we building a church on campus.
Thank you, Father. Thank you, everyone, for coming out here to the 2024 feast celebration of St. Thomas Aquinas. As Father said, my name is Carlos Schrechter, and I am a current freshman here at UNLV, and I'm studying hospitality management. Why did I come to the Newman Center? I came to the Newman Center to help further my faith, further my belief in God, further my Catholic faith, my Catholic identity, which is something that has always been very important to me throughout my life. I was raised Catholic and was homeschooled K through 8, and then graduated from St. Mary's High School in Colorado Springs, where I attended many different sorts of Catholic events, but never was I involved within Newman Center. And so I always knew about the Newman Center growing up, but I was very excited to be able to take part in a Newman Center, and specifically at my own college here at UNLV. Your support means so much to me and to all the students that come to the Newman Center here at UNLV. We are able to host tons of fun events for students. We're able to provide a facility where students can just relax and basically kind of get off of campus just a little bit and, just step away from the busyness and just have time to just relax and even have presence with the Lord with our Adoration Chapel as well. And so I urge you and thank you everyone for please continue your donations as they help They help us, and they help the students and everyone involved with the Newman Center. So please keep donating, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of your night. Thank you.
Huzzah! So I'm going to acknowledge that we have had a special guest here who's really started this capital campaign, and that's Father Albert Felice Pace. Father Albert is beloved throughout the diocese, in part because he did a lot of supply work and at John Newman and St. John's and all over the place, so, and St. Joseph, Husband of Mary, just all sorts of places. So he's well loved, and we still love him and want this place to be built so he can attend that Mass, that dedication Mass. So thank you, Albert, for coming and joining us tonight. So they're counting the money for the 50-50, so it must be a lot. I can be a man of hope. Anyway, all right, so I don't know what else to say.
Well, I'd say we just put on some music for a little bit.
A little music. A little medieval music, please.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the 50-50 raffle. The grand prize is $340. And Her Majesty bought some tickets, so I believe she is disqualified from drawing, but His Majesty may come forth and draw the tickets. We need to be fair. Okay, and we have a winner. And if the winner is not present, we will draw again. 0, because they didn't put on their names on the back. 0, 9, 3, 5. Everybody's got that, right? 7, 8, 0. Do we have a winner?
Come on down.
780. Yeah, come on up. We have a winner.
I just want to again emphasize how wonderful it is to be the director here at the Newman Center, and like we announced already, this is the 9th year for this medieval feast. I love doing it. I love the creativity and so forth, but I love the community that it creates, and I really want to say thank you to all of you for coming, and to all the volunteers who decorated and put up lights and everything. Give them a round of applause. And please, a round of applause to William Bradshaw, our MC extraordinaire. Duval and his close-up magic. The Phoenix Magical Singers. Zachary Pache, magician extraordinaire. Our royal brass, weren't they wonderful? And the Black and White Friars, John Paul and Dominic. Give them a round of applause. So the auction is scheduled to close exactly at 7:30. So again, thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed the unicorn cake, the meal extraordinaire, and everything. So God bless you all, and safe traveling.
Mary Parks, Mary needed to have. And then I saw Yes. But each one took off their own set of identity.
If you want to give me the envelope donation that are going to be matched from the center of the table, just hand them to me and I'll be right here.
Yeah.